Japanese cards usually are made in very good condition. Whatever the printing process is they're using there, it's way better than what the American process is, because cards like this have a very, very high gem rate, sometimes in the 80+% range, whereas if this was an American card, it'd have like a 40 or 50% gem rate. Alrighty, let's go ahead and do a PSA order results review. So I actually just got these cards in hand today, but I figured I would take you guys through it on the laptop itself rather than showing you the cards, just because I think I can talk to them better, and I have my computer set up better here, so it'll just be easier to get through. But yeah, this was a 24 card order that I got from PSA. It took about a month on the bulk service level. I sent this out right before the discount went into effect, so they were $19 a card. I knew that was going to be the case. I just wanted to get them back faster so that I could get them onto the market faster, because there's a few of these that are going to keep dropping in price as more get graded, so I wanted to go ahead and pay the extra $4 to get them sent out a little bit sooner. And we went ahead and did that rather than waiting for the January special to take its full effect. But we'll start right off right here, and you'll see the theme of this video is Yoshinobu Yamamoto. He takes up, I think, at least 15 or 16 of the cards in this order, and the reason I'm grading him specifically is because, well, when I bought these and when I sent them out, he was unsigned. He's the biggest Japanese player coming over to the Major League Baseball side this season, and he should be, at least according to what we've seen in Japan, one of the better pitchers in the majors this year. I was hoping he was going to sign for the Yankees because they're a bigger market, but he signed for the Dodgers, which is also the team that Shohei Otani signed for, so there's a bit of hype there, but unfortunately his prices have started to drop down as more are getting flipped onto the market, and people are sort of losing the FOMO that they once had on him, but I should still do pretty well on these. This was a Chrome PSA 10 from the Japanese Topps Chrome set. This is his first Chrome card, whether that be Japanese or American. This is his first Chrome card. Got a PSA 10. I think I'm into this for around $30. I bought him in a lot with more Yamamoto stuff that you'll see in this video, so I should do pretty well on that. But when the time came that I was sent these off to PSA, they were selling for around $300. I think they're now down to around $125 in PSA 10, so that's unfortunate, but I should just still do pretty well on it. A lot of the cards that I'm going to go over in this order, there's not going to be insane margins made on them, but it's stuff you can use to start building up the bankroll, especially if you grade out well. Next up, I had this Yoshinobu Yamamoto from that same Japanese Topps Chrome set. This is the 1986 Topps Baseball Insert Refractor. Also got a PSA 10, very similar to the other card in terms of it was around $30, and in PSA 10, I think they're still selling around $100, so factoring in the grading fee, you get a nice little double up on stuff like that. But like I said, if I go down here to the pop report details, it's pop 15. When I sent it out for grading, it was probably like pop 3 or pop 4, so a lot more of these are going to get graded. Then this one should be a pop 1. This is a Yoshinobu Yamamoto Storm and Urge insert from the Japanese BBM set, and it's a gold hollow, and I think it's numbered out of 60, so I'm going to go ahead and say this is a pop 1, none higher. And yeah, that is to be the case. I graded this because I just think this is a really cool looking card. It might not show up that well on the screen, but there's like a bull, like the bull mascot that, or sorry, I think it's a buffalo. The buffalo mascot from the team he plays for is like etched into the back of the card, and it refracts. It's gold foil. Really cool looking card, so wanted to get that graded. No idea what it's going to sell for. The fact that it's numbered to 60 and he doesn't have a lot of slabs on the market, I think will do pretty well for me. But yeah, this is just one of those super low pop, see what happens with a hot name on the market sort of play. Which is the exact same thing with this one. This is the Storm and Urge. This is the flat gold parallel, no hollow. Unfortunately, PSA miscorrectly labeled this. This is not just Storm and Urge. This is Storm and Urge Gold. I think it's numbered out of 90. You can see it's a gold refractor parallel. And again, just a really cool looking card. Pop 1. Or actually, somebody else graded this. That shocks me. Pop 2, none higher. Some more Yamamoto. I keep buying these because I think these are really smart to do so, at least when they were cheaper. I think when I bought this, it was maybe 50, 60 something like that. And in PSA 10s, I think they go for $300 still right now. And the reason I like buying Japanese cards is not just because the population reports are on your side and they're rare, but Japanese cards usually are made in very good condition. Whatever the printing process is they're using there, it's way better than what the American process is, because cards like this have a very, very high gem rate, sometimes in the 80+% range, whereas if this was an American card, it'd have like a 40 or 50% gem rate. So I like that about it. Like I said, into it for anywhere between $50 and $60, and in PSA 10, at least as of last night, they were selling for around $300. It is Pop 45, and this is one of his main rookies from 2017. Then you have an insert for him. Unfortunately, this is the first PSA 9 I got. Didn't help me out there after a really good long streak I was on there with PSA. Didn't help me with this 9. I think I should still break even on it. Population 6 or 7 higher. I'm surprised a lot of people are grading these, but the fact that it's a 2023 card, there's just more of them out there on the market. So yeah, as production increased in America, so did production increase in Japan. So there's just more of these kinds of cards out there, but it's still a nice looking insert for him. Then we have the first PSA 8. I knew this was going to be a tougher one to grade because it has this etching foil to it. I didn't think I'd get an 8, so that's a little unfortunate. But yeah, just another insert card of Yamamoto. I will probably take a loss on this one. Cards like these, insert cards for Yamamoto, I was picking up them in lots for like $5 each, so I won't get hurt too bad on this one, but it's going to be a loss. Then we have this Yamamoto PSA 10 from the Rookies and Stars set 2018. It's not a true rookie for him because his rookies were released in 2017 in Japan, but it's still a very early and nice looking card for him in PSA 10. This should be Pop 1, none higher, and it is Pop 1, none higher. And then very similarly, another variation of that same card. Instead of having the traditional background, this one has the stadium background. I like this one quite a bit more just because of the picture, and it's also Pop 1. So that makes a lot of Pop 1 PSA 10s in this order, and I'll take my time putting these on the market. I'm not going to rush and put them all in at once. I'll probably do one a week or so, and just let the market do its natural thing rather than flood it and hurt my own auctions. So that's the plan there with those Pop 1s. First non-Yoshinobu card. This is Shohei Otani. Literally everyone under the sun has graded this card a million times. I can show you the pop report down here. There are 10,000 PSA 9s and 10,000 PSA 10s. The only reason I got this is because I got a great deal on a lot. I've had like, I think 20 of them from China. I got for around $15 each. Despite getting 20 of them, I only thought I could grade 4 of them to get a PSA 10 because you really need a PSA 10 to come out on the positive end of any of these. Unfortunately, this one got a 9. The next one got a 9. But the next 2 I sent in 4 of them. I got 10s on the other 2. Something random about the way that you, or at least I put cards in a PSA order, there's all kinds of superstitions about, oh, should you train the grader with bad cards first and then good cards second so that they know what a bad card looks like versus a good one? Should you send good cards first and then bad cards last because then they're used to giving you PSA 10s? I personally like to give bad cards first and then give my better cards towards the end because, like I said before, if they see a bad one, they notice what flaws look like, and then when they see a good one, it doesn't have those flaws, they're more likely to give it a 10. It's probably all completely subjective and doesn't make any difference, but that's the line of thinking there. In terms of price, I think these in PSA 10 still do around $100, so I'll come out pretty well on those, at least on the PSA 10s. Then we have more Yoshinobus. These are Calbee star cards, so unlike BBM, Calbee is more of a... Oh my goodness, what do you call those borders? They're not true corners like pokes, they're circular corners. So it's a little different style of card, but still, these are things you pick up for $5 in a PSA 10. Maybe you get 50 to 60, and the math really does work out once you run that out over a variety of cards. Again, Pop 1 PSA 10, as is the theme of this video. Unfortunately, this one got a 9, probably going to take a loss on that. This one got a PSA 10. It's actually Pop 5. Like I said, the 2023 stuff, there's just more of it getting graded, so not a Pop 1, but should still do okay there. Another PSA 10, this is the gold signature. I just sold one of these last night for, I think, $55. So this one says Pop 1, it's not. They mislabeled my other one, so I have 2 Pop 1s of the exact same card. Thanks for that, PSA. Great, but yeah, this should sell for right around the same price. Then this one's really going to hurt. That's a PSA 8, so cost $5 to buy in a lot, basically $5 for this card, graded it for 19, so I'm into it, let's say $25. I'm probably only going to get 10 maybe dollars out of this, so pretty big loss there, but over the course of all the rest of the PSA 10s, you can make up for it. Then another Yoshinobu right here. This might be a Pop 1 PSA 10, and it is. Like, geez, half this order is Pop 1 PSA 10, so that's really nice. I think we're coming to the end of the Japanese baseball cards, though, and it ends with this one, and this is really frustrating because this is the only one that I really needed to hit, and I left it towards the end because I thought all my... I actually have no idea what I was doing. I thought this was a clean card. Honestly, I didn't think this was a 7 at all. I thought this was a 9 or a 10. I personally have like a 75% gem rate on these Otani rookies, and I think the overall gem rate for the card is like 40 or 50%. So I've been really blessed with these. I don't know why this one got a 7. I completely missed something, or maybe I damaged it putting it in the card saver, or maybe PSA damaged it taking it out of the card server. I'm not going to blame them. Not going to spread any controversies or conspiracy theories, but I don't know how I missed this. I'm going to take a loss. These are like $150 raw. If you do get the PSA 10, I think it's 500 to 600. If you get a PSA 9, I think it's like 200 to 250. But this PSA 7, I'm going to hope to get $100 and have that loss taken over by the wins on some of the other cards. And then finally, oh, just kidding. I thought I was going to get to the end where I could show you guys some non-baseball cards, but wrapping up here with a Roki Sasaki green PSA 10. I believe this is numbered out of 99. This is his first Bowman card. This is not Bowman Chrome. Unfortunately, it's just Bowman paper, but in PSA 10, this should still do pretty well. I would have to check, but I think I'm into this for around $30 or $40, and in PSA 10, I think I can get upwards of $150 for it, but we'll see what the market has to say about that. This is a Pop 2. And thank you for staying to the end. Here is the one soccer card of the order. It is a Didier Drogba Blue Prism PSA 9 from the 2014 Prism set. I thought this had maybe a 25% chance of getting a PSA 10. It is super, super hard to grade these 2014 Prism base cards. Unfortunately, didn't happen this time. Got the 9 that it probably deserves. There's always surface issues with these, and the back top corners are usually pretty bad. But yeah, we'll take the PSA 9 there. I'm probably just going to break even on this card. It is a Pop 0 in PSA 10, so it would have been nice to hit the 10, but the grader did not feel like giving me that one. So no gift on that one, but I somehow was able to save the best for last because PSA gave me a huge present on this one. If you know anything about football, and if you know anything about insert sets, you know Peyton Manning is one of the best quarterbacks of all time. You know that PMGs are some of the most favorite inserts in the hobby of all time. And so this is a 2013 Fleer Retro Peyton Manning PMG red, numbered out of 100 in PSA 9 condition. This is a massive card, at least in my opinion, in a PSA 9. It is Pop 2 with none higher. So this is one of the 2 highest graded copies that there is and has been graded by PSA. So this will be a big card. I think I'm into it for $200 or $300, so I think I should do pretty well on it, but you'll have to wait until the auctions end and we do our review video. But that is the last card. It's the biggest one, and I'm super stoked about that. I bought this from Japan. Cards are usually in good condition in Japan. I'm not sure how it got there, but it was able to stay in good condition throughout its whole lifetime. So really happy with that one. Really happy with the submission overall. Lots of Pop 1 PSA 10s. I think I should do pretty well on this. The overall gem rate of the order was 62.5%. Not bad considering you can't gem a PMG card. So yeah, that's what it is. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.